Okay, here's what's fun. I think this is fun. This is my nerdy level. When you exercise, this is a physical stress to the body. We see the exact same list of things happening that we see when that person cuts you off in traffic, or when you get that email from your boss that you missed something, you've got this crazy deadline going on. So you've got an increase in muscle tension, yay. We've got an increase in your respiratory rate, heart rate, blood pressure. They all increase, get you able to lift that weight, to run that extra mile. We also see the decrease in immune response while you're working out. So good thing to know, please wash your hands when you leave the gym. It's a good thing to do. Your fight or flight mode is kicking in. It lets you perform higher and not die. Wonderful stuff to happen. So the interesting thing to me is that your body doesn't actually know the difference on a physiological level between you in a CrossFit class and you, I don't know, maybe giving a presentation somewhere. The same thing is going on. But something different happens that doesn't lead us to getting a serious mental illness after exercise. Something else kind of changes. So why don't we get chronic disease from exercise? It really boils down to the recovery period. So exercise is a controlled moment and a controlled amount of stress. When you stop working out or you stop the set and you're done with your workout, we see a general return to homeostasis. So that blood pressure, the heart rate, all that kind of stuff drops down. Your body goes back into, hopefully, parasympathetic mode, which is the rest and digest. But then a couple other things happen with exercise. So if you are doing strength training and you're lifting at an appropriate intensity level, your muscles are going to repair themselves stronger than they started, which is how we get like gains, how you get stronger overall. It's cool. And then we see differences in your heart rate variability that's going to increase. So basically all of that kind of fancy physiological stuff means that in order to achieve that same level of heart rate, blood pressure, it takes a more stressful environment. So you get better at handling stress. To me, that's pretty cool. And it's not a pill. It's not like anything with side effects we have to do. It's just like exercise. But that's kind of complicated. And we're going to go through how much, what kind, what to do, all of that stuff. The practice of exercise is going to teach us mentally, physically, spiritually. I don't think there's a whole big difference between all those things together, but it helps us practice that recovery and that stress response. It's because it's an acute duration specifically, unless you are like an ultra marathon kind of runner. Like we have these extreme populations who do a lot there, but generally for most of us, after an hour or so, you're done. It's got a controlled environment, so we know how long we're sprinting for, how long we're lifting for, what's going on, and specifically you've got the recovery period. Without this recovery period, you will not see the same results in your stress response. So you will not see the same gains in your muscle endurance, in the heart rate variability, and the physiological responses. So the harder you're working, the more you have to recover, and that's really the key one for the stress response and for getting stronger.